Welcome back to DXB today, where we're taking on a bit of an identity and culture tour around the city, because identity and culture are built in so many different forms. We've done scent already, had a look at some of the cultural centres, a little bit of a bus tour, and now, what about a cup of coffee? Because if you've ever wanted to experience how coffee is traditionally served in Emirati social gatherings, then why not pay a visit to the Coffee Museum?
Coffee is more than just a daily routine. It's history, it's culture, it's deeply embedded into the fabric of the United Arab Emirates and the entire region. And today, we are here at the Coffee Museum to find out more about the history of this fantastic beverage. Tucked away in the heart of Al Fahidi's historic alleyways, the Coffee Museum almost feels like stepping back in time. The smell of freshly roasted beans hits you before you even walk through the door, making this a complete coffee-fueled experience. But this museum isn't just about innovation. Visitors can step into rich traditions too, experiencing Ethiopia's iconic coffee ceremony and a dedicated Turkish coffee section that honors centuries-old rituals. You'll also find beautifully preserved antiques from across the globe, from traditional coffee pots and Ethiopian jabena pots to vintage grinders and espresso machines that are over 100 years old. So if you have the inkling to check out some amazing Dubai history with a little twist of caffeine, you definitely need to come and check this out.
I mean, something there absolutely for everyone. Coffee lovers, tick, okay. Yeah. People into the tradition, culture, wanting to educate themselves, tick. A good old time, tick. I feel like there's something there that really stood out to me, which was the actual history within the pieces there. We're talking centuries old. For people to actually see this in person, I think just amazes them and actually just gets them interested more into what they are consuming every day as well, doesn't it?
Totally. I mean, Khalid's done a wonderful job curating that space and showing people the visitors the exact route that coffee took, and that raises the question, like, how did coffee get to us, right? If we definitely don't grow coffee, so there must have been a trade route, and if there was a trade route, then how did we add our own flavors to it? Oh, there were more trade routes. So there's a sea trade route, there's a land trade route, and that tells you that, you know, coffee is not just a symbol that you go and you sip and you enjoy, but it also tells the story of how we came to be.
Yeah, but that's what I think is so interesting. Again, if you look at the present day, and we talk about Dubai as a hub, it's an aviation hub, it's a hub for industry and business the world over, and it's often referred to as that. And yet you can go way back in history. It became one of the original hubs for coffee trade here, which informed the coffee culture.
Yeah, you know, I don't want to sidetrack, but it's very interesting because coffee was a blessing for the Arabs, and the reason for that was because we have a hospitality code. So before, you know, or as it is well known in the traditions of Arab history, is that before if you had a guest come over, you'd have to slaughter an animal for them, and that would be very costly in a very resource-scarce environment. So coffee became the alternative. You know, let's start with coffee and dates, and we'll see if he's worth.
If he's going to stay or not. That is very true. From coffee, now let's meet up with Arva, who is about to take a culinary journey that invites guests to celebrate tradition, storytelling, and contemporary art on every plate.
Today on DXP Today, we are at Gerbou, a modern Emirati restaurant that reinterprets local Emirati and broader regional flavors through its inventive dishes and artistic design. I am here with Chef Ionel Catau, who is the mastermind behind the menu here at Gerbou. Chef, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for joining us. It's a pleasure to have you and to show you Gerbou. Gerbou means welcome to Arham al-About. Because it's in its name, we wanted to create a place where food and art and history and tradition and hospitality are closely intertwined. We are very fortunate that we are working with Ashkil Studio. They have made and designed everything for us in-house, from the furniture to the chandelier, that beautiful gaff reception desk, the play fan. They were the result of the rain that happened. So out of something bad, something incredible resulted from it, to the food where we try to combine the most traditional dishes, but to put a twist. Because we are looking at the past, but to add our own interpretation or our own twist on those beloved dishes.
That's incredibly inventive, and you see that reflected through all of these touches. What dish on the menu would you say really distills the essence of Gerbou, this idea of all of the Emirati influences that you have absorbed during your time here, and then you've put your own creative spin to it? Which dish would it be?
Chicken majbous, without a doubt. Not only that the dish represents Gerbou because it's meant for sharing. So you have the opportunity to share the majbous and the achar and the kachumbar and the yogurt. But also this was for me a personal moment because it was the first Emirati dish I ever learned to do. So for me, it's at a personal level, it's very special because I remember so fondly the moment I had to do it for the first time and how nervous I was, and I was worried that did I get the spices right, and I remember that I had to run during my trial to go to the spice souk and find the spices, and I said, oh my God, you know what I'm gonna do? Was a very special moment for me. So I think the chicken majbous, it represents perfectly the essence of the restaurant.
I mean, you have really captured the fact that there is so much richness and so many layers to uncovering Emirati heritage. And this feeling you mentioned of Gerbou, making people feel welcome, making every kind of diner feel welcome to come in and learn about Emirati culture through the lens that you've taken, which is a very curiosity sort of driven lens. I felt that when I walked in. You know, everything from the decor to the art in the dishes, I think it really captures the true spirit of Emirati hospitality. So congratulations so much, Chef, and I wish you luck and success with Gerbou. Thank you so much for having me here.
It was a pleasure to welcome you. Thank you.
From its ingredients to its atmosphere, Gerbou is a celebration of Emirati identity, thoughtfully told through its food, its stories, and its art.
An extraordinary venue, Gerbou there, and just one example of a number that really have put Emirati and regional dishes onto not just the local, the regional dining landscape, but globally as well. I mean, recognised by a number of the main restaurant guides. And I suppose there is the answer on a plate of how you create the idea of breaking bread around a national dish. Surely that's where identity and culture come together.
Definitely, definitely, and also understanding food the same way we did with coffee. You know, you understand how the influences came in. A place like us, which would have been traditionally very ingredient driven, you know, with maybe grains and some kind of stew or broth, now is suddenly enriched with flavor, and of course that another layer to that, which means that there were spices coming in from India, we had spices coming in from Persia, from East Africa, and all this became a mix and made our cuisine.
Yeah, I know, that just made me so hungry. Now it's that part of the show where we get to know you better. So over to Nimi for the Experience 60.
Yeah, Mohammed, no pressure. You're looking a bit worried. Nobody briefed you on this, but it's really a chance for us to get to know the best city in the world through your eyes. So let's start. If a friend only had 24 hours in Dubai, what would be your top 3 must things to do?
I would definitely take them to Old Dubai, and I'm biased because I'm from Dubai, which is this side, and you know I would probably start there. Yeah. That would be my first place to take them. I'd definitely show them both sides, even the Dera side. And that would be my main focus. You tell me where else would I take them? I'd take them to the mountain areas of Dubai, so maybe Hatta. Show them a little bit about our prehistory as well, not just our history. And maybe I would also take them for a good meal. I'm leaning towards Al Khayma restaurant, but maybe take them home for a nice home cook.
That would be nice. All right, your perfect activity or spot in Dubai for a weekend of fun?
Again, I'm biased. Yeah. Even my office is in Old Dubai, so I would probably head there to just chill. But I always like exploring the local homegrown food scene. So there's always good things coming up, different chefs. So I don't want to say one, and the rest would be upset with me.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think I know the answer to this, but your favorite neighborhood in Dubai?
I would say Al Fahidi. That's where my great grandfather had the first house. So
Yeah.
I would say Al Fahidi.
And lastly, what is one thing you love about Dubai that you think you cannot find anywhere else in the world?
The diversity we have. It's very unique. The way everyone feels at home here, everyone feels like they're part of this. I love that. Even when I'm away for a bit, I miss that the most.
Yeah.
Mohammed, thank you so much indeed for your time. I was looking forward to this episode. You have not denied us that. There's been absolute insight, so I really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
And we really thanks to everything that you're doing with Tamashir. It is a fascinating initiative, so thank you very much indeed.
Thank you. Appreciate it.